Hello everybody and welcome to a new Brandy review. As you can immediately see, some things are different. I don't know if this will work. I haven't tried this before, so if it does, we'll keep it going. If it doesn't, let me know. I have a microphone now. I use it for a podcast I do called The Existential Writing Crisis on writing advice, but I thought we'd try it for these videos. The second thing is, I have a new glass.
I don't believe it.
If you've watched this show, you know I started with shot glasses because that was all I owned, and then my girlfriend bought some cool Halloween glasses. Well, a friend gave me this. It's just plastic, but it is pretty much close to the real thing.
You mean this is the real thing?
But he sent me this, and he sent me the brandy for today's episode. Is also something new for this channel. A little baby bottle. That's right. He sent me one of these. I've actually reviewed this brandy before. The video went up in June 2020, but my stuff is made way ahead of time, so it was actually recorded early 2020. But I've been thinking recently how it might be interesting to go back and try some old brandies that I reviewed and see if, 30-something brandies later, my taste buds have changed.
Are you ready for change for America?
Now, I believe I've had this brandy before. So the brandy I had before actually is Paul Masson VS. And this doesn't say VS on it, but it says Grande Amber, and the one I had before was Grande Amber. So I think it's the same thing. I think they've just left out the VS on the packaging. If not, and this is actually distinct from the Grande Amber VS, let me know. I Googled and couldn't really see anything, but you never know. You might come up with something that I didn't come up with. So what we're going to do is I'm going to have a little sip of brandy. Then we're going to do something very different, which, if you don't want to hang out for it, feel free to fast forward to the end, of course. I'm going to watch my old video, more bits and pieces of it, and then I'm going to take another test, and I'm just going to see if I agree with myself. I think that's the right phrase, right? I felt like an old-timey doctor as I was pouring this out, like I was pulling something out of my bag.
I took up with a swindler. Name of Allardyce T. Merriweather.
Here we go. Nice color. Paul Masson's a very popular brand. I have yet to watch my own video, so I don't know if I liked it or not. But let's take an initial test. Smells nice. It has a bit of a kick, a bit of a burn. Goes down a lot smoother than some brandies. But let's see what I said a long time ago. Let's watch a video together. Anyways, this is a good brandy. Very solid. Can't go wrong with this. I'm going to do a little taste test here, right? Live. So whatever VS might mean, Paul Masson is giving you exactly what they say they are. Very smooth brandy. This tastes really good. It's not too hard. It's not too, like, what is this? It's not too sweet. It doesn't taste cheap like a cheap brandy does. I'm going to take another sip here. Some I find are really a heavy feeling, but this is not. This is just a really decent, good brandy that I just don't think you can go wrong with. So, I'm highly recommending Paul Masson Brandy. One more sip. Okay, so there we go. Highly recommended, I said. Well, let's dive back in. Finish this glass off. I think for non-flavored brandies, this isn't that bad. It's smooth, It's got that brandy kick that I know some people don't really care for. But it's not that bad. It is pretty smooth. I do think there might be better brandies out there if you want to increase your payout. But this isn't so bad. Would I recommend it like I did originally? Yeah, I think so. Though, honestly, I think I still hold to the same thing I always do. If you're not a brandy drinker, you don't know brandy, get something that's fruit flavored. If you want to go into something that's more brandy, traditional, yeah, I mean, this is okay. This is okay. I think this has just a very basic taste.
Yeah, basic. It's a human insult. It's devastating.
I think this is just a straight-ahead good brandy. Let's finish it off, okay? It's so weird sipping out of a glass like this. I have to tilt it that extra little bit. Oh well, we'll get used to it. It'll be back. As for the microphone and what I've done here, please let me know if you've enjoyed this and if I should do it again or whatever.